Nos Estados Unidos, pelo menos 10 cientistas ligados a pesquisas nucleares e aeroespaciais sensíveis morreram ou desapareceram nos últimos anos. Esse é um dos grandes mistérios hoje dos Estados Unidos. Os casos levantaram uma onda de especulações nas redes sociais, o que levou o FBI a abrir uma investigação formal. A correspondente da CNN, Natasha Chen, tem todos os detalhes.
The circumstances of these dozen or so people vary widely, from people whose deaths had been publicly reported and explained with suspects arrested, to people whose disappearances truly leave detectives stumped. I've tried to reach out to as many family members and close friends of these people as I could, and the reactions also range widely, from some laughing this off as ridiculous to others hoping a federal investigation will finally give them some answers. The request for briefings from the FBI, the Defense Department, Department of Energy, and NASA comes from the Republican-led House Oversight Committee. Here's the committee chair, James Comer.
When I first heard about this, I thought, well, that can't be true. That sounds like some kind of crazy conspiracy theory. But once you see the facts, it would suggest that something sinister could be happening, and it would be a national security concern.
But there's nothing sinister in the eyes of Julia Hicks, the daughter of Michael David Hicks, a scientist who died in 2023. He was named in those congressional letters. There were internet rumors stemming from no publicly listed cause of death or available autopsy, but his daughter told me she's the one who found him when he passed, and he had known medical issues. She said he worked at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory for nearly 25 years on near-Earth comets and asteroids and how to deflect them from Earth. Nothing that she feels would put a target on his back. She told me, I can't help but laugh about it, but at the same time, it's getting serious, referring to this congressional attention. And then on the other end of the spectrum, you have disappearances like that of Anthony Chavez, 78 years old, who disappeared last year from Los Alamos, New Mexico. He was retired and had been a foreman overseeing construction of new buildings at Los Alamos National Laboratory, according to police. A detective there told me he is at a loss. The clues show that Chavez was home the day before he was reported missing, but left all his stuff behind. And though he was a hiker and could have gone to one of the many canyons in the area, it was also pouring rain that day, and he didn't bring a jacket. Chavez's best friend told me he tried to get the FBI involved initially, but was hung up on. He says it's about time the feds look into this, and he believes Chavez was abducted. I asked him to elaborate on that, but he said the Chavez family asked him not to say anything more. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt posted last week about what she called, quote, recent and legitimate questions about these troubling cases, that agencies would holistically review all the cases together and leave no stone unturned. Now, the FBI declined to comment. The Department of Defense said only that it would respond to the committee directly, and the Department of Energy referred questions to the White House. Natasha Chen, CNN, Los Angeles.